If you're a stay-at-home mom or you're considering becoming a stay-at-home mom, you know that finances is one of the biggest things that you have to think about. There's a lot of financial pressure that comes from having a parent stay home, especially when you only live on one income or half the income that you used to make. But it's my goal to help you navigate your finances so that you can live stress-free and find freedom in the amount of money that you do make every month. I'm going to be sharing with you guys 30 things that my husband and I have been doing since August of 2023 that has helped us to find freedom, joy, and peace in our finances so that hopefully you can experience the same thing. I do want to give a disclaimer that I'm not a professional. This is everything that's based on my own personal experience, but it's worked for us and our family, so I want to be able to pass this wisdom along. So feel free to take in whatever you think is going to work for you and push the rest to the side. I do also want to be clear that my husband and I lived on just one income for about 6 months from August of 2023 to February of 2024. He was a stay-at-home dad at the time and I was full-time working, and then he went into the IT industry after being a mechanic for over 5 years. Because of this career change, he is now currently in an entry-level position, and it meant that in order for us to be financially okay, I started working part-time in March of 2024. We do make half of the income that we used to make when we were both working full-time, and we still use the financial principles that we started in August of 2023 when my husband was a stay-at-home dad. So here are the 30 things that you can do to start saving more money every single month. The first thing that you absolutely have to do is you have to make a budget and actually stick to it. Your money should not be controlling you. You should not have to stress about how much is in your bank account, or if you accidentally spent too much on shopping or eating out. You are in control of your finances. So sit down at the beginning of every month and open an app, a notebook, an Excel spreadsheet, whatever works best for you, and write out your income for the month and track every single thing that you need to spend money on. And then every week or every day, however often works best for you, make sure that you track how much you have actually spent so that you can stay on top of your spending. Staying consistent with the budget is something my husband and I have been doing since 2021. It's truly helped us stay on top of our finances, and we get the say in where our money goes. Our money doesn't tell us what we get to spend it on. The second thing you need to do is cancel subscriptions that you are not using. If you only have like YouTube TV just so you can watch all the NFL games in the fall, cancel it in the spring and summer. If you signed up for Amazon Prime but you only buy like 1 or 2 things a month, cancel Amazon Prime. Look at all your subscriptions and figure out what are you not using, or what could you just sign up for every once in a while when you need it. Another thing you can do is switching your phone plan. We used to use AT&T and we were spending a little over $120 a month for only 2 phone plans. And in December of 2023, we switched to Mint Mobile because we kept seeing it advertised everywhere. And we did the calculations, and by switching to Mint Mobile, we are saving over $1,100 a year. And we've noticed no changes in how call, text, and cellular data works for us. It's been worth it. Also, look at changing your internet plan. We still use AT&T for our internet, but when we first bought our house, we were using like the Fiber 1000, like top of the line, $85 something a month. But we really don't use too many internet devices, so we went down to their lowest plan and we pay like $50 something a month now. You should also look into switching your home and car insurance plans. It's okay to shop around and see who's going to give you a better deal. Obviously, make sure you're getting the same coverage that you currently have, or maybe even better coverage, but a lot of companies will also give you a better deal if you just threaten to leave. We just switched from Geico to USAA, and our car insurance is going down over $70 a month because of that switch. And when we called Geico to cancel our home insurance, they were like, oh, let's connect you to a representative. We'll give you a lower rate. But it's like, where were you 2 years ago? Because I could have been saving more money this whole time. What? So threaten to leave or be willing to switch your companies. The next thing that you can do to help save money is use the 30-day rule. So if there's something that you want to purchase that's currently not in your budget, maybe it's a new pair of jeans or shoes or something for the house, sit on it for 30 days. Make sure you actually want it, that you actually need it, and don't make the purchase in the moment. If 30 days seems too long, then maybe do a 24-hour, 48-hour, 1-week rule. Figure out whatever's going to work best for you. But put it in your shopping cart online, or put it in a favorites tab for you to go pick up in the store later on, because oftentimes you'll find that you don't actually need it. It was just an impulse decision. The next several points are going to help you save more at the grocery store. So number 7 is to make a grocery list and stick to it. I challenge you to write your grocery list for the week because 1, it's going to help you know what to buy in the store. But 2, when you go grocery shopping and you see yummy snacks or things that look good, you're not going to put them in your cart because you have to stick to your list. Now, I will say the one thing that I will break stuff on is when there's something I legitimately need and just my mom brain forgot to put it on my list. list. Like if I was cooking a chicken dish for the week and I forgot to even write chicken down, or I forgot to write that my toddler needs more milk, I give myself grace for that and I will get it. But if I'm like, oh, ice cream sounds good. Nope, write it down, put it on the list for next week. One, to make sure you still even want it. Two, you got to stick to your list so that you stick to your budget. Next is don't buy brand name items. They always cost so much more, and I personally really like the store brand items. To me, Good and Gather from Target is so yummy, and I will always choose Good and Gather over anything else. And when you do go grocery shopping, consider going to stores like Aldi or Walmart. I almost exclusively shop at Aldi because I really enjoy their food, and it's saved me and my husband so much money throughout the years. But I do have to go to Walmart for some things because Aldi doesn't have everything you need, but they have so many basics. So try shopping at stores like that and you will see a huge difference in your grocery bill. Before you go grocery shopping and before you write your list, check out your pantry and your refrigerator to see what you actually have on hand. A lot of people call this shopping your pantry so that you can see what you already have and you can make meals out of things that are already at your house so that you're not wasting extra money to buy more ingredients. When you do buy your ingredients, try to buy in bulk when you can. If you have access to stores like Costco or Sam's Club and a membership is feasible for your family, I highly encourage that you do it. We have saved so much money by buying in bulk from Costco, getting things like diapers and spices and groceries. Having a membership to stores like that is so worth it because you can get so many good deals on things that are going to last you a super long time. And this is also applicable to stores like Walmart. They will have like bigger bulk items as well, so definitely grab those when you're there. This goes into point 12 of buy the bigger size when you're at the regular grocery store. A lot of times when you look at a sticker, you can see things like price per ounce. It's worth it to save 5 more cents per ounce and go ahead and buy the bigger one now, and then I won't have to buy it again so soon and spend more money in the long run. It's also super helpful to turn into like one of those ingredient households. So that means that you have all these different things on hand that you can make your own muffins or your own bread, and you don't have to go full on like homesteading or anything. I try to bake what I can from home. Not that I'm a very good baker, but it does save a lot more money in the long run instead of already buying pre-made cookies and pre-made muffins and even just buying mixes in general. The last grocery store tip that I have is to stop buying snacks and all the fun drinks. Now, of course, it's okay to throw them in there every once in a while, especially if you have a toddler like I do, but try to aim more for whole foods and foods that are going to be planned around meals like breakfast, lunch, and dinner rather than just having a lot of snacks around the house. Or you can go back to the previous tip and try to maybe make some homemade snacks if you really need to have those things ready and accessible for your kids. The 15th tip that I have is to switch your pet to a more affordable pet food brand. Now, obviously do your research and find something that's going to work for your pet, and you don't want all the additive ingredients that aren't good for them. We just found a really great dog food brand for our dog. Whenever my dog needed new food, we always had to pay about $90 for a 50-pound bag, but now we're paying $83 for a 60-pound bag. To save on your energy bills, consider turning your air up or turning it down whenever you leave the house. So if it's super warm outside and you typically have the cold air on, turn it up to like 74, 75 or higher whenever you're gone. And if it's the winter time, turn your heat down to 69, 68, 67, like keep it dropping whenever you're going to be away for the day. Something else that can help with your electric bill is to turn the lights off when you're not using them. Open up your blinds, let in the natural light, and keep those light switches off. So something I started when we lived in our apartment is I would run our washing machine on tap cold so that it wasn't having to heat the water and use more of our electricity bill. This is something that I still do, although there are some times where I'm like, this definitely needs a lot of hot water because these clothes stink and need like a really good deep wash. Try to use the tap cold setting more often than you are. If you are going to choose to eat out in this season, I highly recommend that you use all the different apps that restaurants have. Almost all of them offer some kind of rewards or discounts for using their app. That way you can save a little bit more on your purchase and maybe end up getting a free meal out of it in the future. There are apps that can help you save money on gas. I personally use the app Upside. This is not sponsored, but I will put my referral code down below. I can typically get about 5 to 25 cents off of a gallon of gas, and then you can cash it out directly into your bank account, or you can do a gift card of your choosing. If you're looking for fun stuff to do with your family, try going to local parks or find a mom blog or Instagram page in your community and see what kind of family events are going on for you to be a part of. Whenever you do need to buy something new, whether it's clothing or furniture, always try to shop secondhand. I personally love a good thrift store. We also go to consignment sales, and I'm always looking on Facebook Marketplace for new finds. If you like to pamper yourself like I do, learn how to do your own nails or your own hair. I personally no longer dye my hair. I think the last time I got it dyed was like September of 2023, and it was also about that time that I stopped getting my nails done. So now I don't really keep my nails painted, but if I want to paint them for an event, I just do it myself. If you wear makeup, consider going to drugstore makeup. There's a lot of really great brands that you can find at the drugstores, and it can help you save so much money instead of going to these bigger makeup stores like Ulta and Sephora. I know how much it's great to have a little pick-me-up or a little sweet treat, but consider making your own coffee or your own drink at home. I personally look forward to my coffee every single morning. It saves you a lot of money rather than going through the drive-thru to get a coffee or drink. The next tip that I have learned has shockingly saved me so much money, but it's learning how to give my son a haircut. When he went for his first haircut, we spent $30. Now, we did get the first haircut package, so we got like a certificate and everything, but I was so shocked that his haircut cost as much as mine does. So I just started watching YouTube videos and I learned how to cut his hair, so whenever he needs a haircut, I cut it so that I don't have to spend the money on it. The 27th thing is probably one of the most important things on this list, but it is to live debt-free. And this is something I'm super passionate about, and it could probably be its own whole YouTube video, but my husband and I have been living debt-free for years, and there's so much freedom that comes with that. I know the stress of having to owe somebody money every single month and feeling like you're tied down because you know that $200, $300, $400 is going to somebody else every single month. I highly encourage you to pay off your debt. If your debt is something like a car, sell that car, get out of debt, and get something that's cheaper and more budget friendly. The 28th thing is that you have to make sure that you set a savings goal and actually stick to it. Having savings is so important, especially things like an emergency fund, or if there's big things that you want to do with your family, like going on a vacation. Set those goals in your budget and stick to them. Make those one of your biggest priorities over eating out or buying new clothes or getting snacks at the grocery store. Make sure you meet your savings goals every month. 29 is to live below your means. And I know that social media and culture today says that you always have to have the newest and biggest and the greatest things, but you don't need that to live a happy and joy-filled life. It's hard to keep up with the Joneses, so I encourage you just to stop. There's nobody that you need to compare yourself to. There's nobody that you need to be competing with. It's okay not to have the biggest house or the newest car or to go on the coolest vacations or to have all the trendy clothes or to be eating out all the time. You have to figure out what's important for you and your family right now. And if that's for you to stay home, you're going to have to live below your means in order to make it work. And it's okay, because I promise you in 10, 20, 50 years from now, you're not even going to remember all the things that you used to own. You're going to remember the memories that you made being at home with your kids and investing in your family. The last thing that I encourage you to do, which really is probably the most important thing for you to do, is to pray over your finances. I don't pray that God gives us a certain amount of money every single month or that we get some big financial blessing. My prayer is that He just gives us exactly as much as we need to live and to take care of our family. I ask Him to help us steward the money that He gives us and to find joy and peace in what we do have. And He has been so faithful in answering those prayers, and God always gives you exactly what you need. If you're stressed or anxious about your finances, take the steps that you need to take to make all the changes and to start saving money today. If you have any questions about finances, budgeting, or if you want to learn some ways that we've made some extra money on the side, comment down below and I would be more than happy to make additional content around this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!